Hello everyone, welcome to another lesson in applied linguistics. As we have talked in the previous lessons about methods of teaching, today we talk about another method, which is the direct method. This approach was developed initially as a reaction to the grammar translation approach in an attempt to integrate more use of the target language in instruction, because the grammar translation approach uh, it was kind of translation. So you teach by translating the target language into the first language, into the mother tongue. So that's why this direct method came as a reaction to this. So they need to integrate more use of the target language. Lessons in this approach begin with a dialogue uh, using a modern conversational style in the target language. So they teach by providing students with dialogues in the target language. The mother tongue is never used, so they don't use the mother tongue, no translation, nothing, just the use of the target language. The preferred type of exercise is a series of questions in the target language based on the dialogue. So when they provide you with a dialogue, okay, and then they give you exercises, a series of questions as an exercise, and they are all in the target language. They are all written in the target language and are, of course, based on the dialogues. Okay. Grammar is taught inductively, that is, rules are generated from the practice and experience with the target language. As opposed to grammar translation approach, which in which the teacher, for example, starts giving you the rules, exercise of language in the beginning. In this approach, the teacher doesn't provide you with the rules. So you find the rules in your own. You're provided with the dialogue, okay, and then you try from reading the dialogue and you try to find the rules of the language. Verbs are used first and systematically conjugated much later after some oral mastery of the target language. So they start mostly with the verbs, okay, and the conjugation of the verbs, so that when you know the verbs, you can communicate, and then little by little they move to uh, um, uh, oral. They move to the conjugation of these verbs. Okay, culture is considered an important aspect of learning the language as it is taught inductively. So once the teacher provide you with the target language, you learn about the language and you learn about the culture of the language inductively. So on your own, you try to generate the rules of the language, and along these rules, you learn about the culture of the target language. Concrete vocabulary was taught through demonstration, objects and pictures. Okay, so the teacher, for example, would bring you pictures and pictures and objects so that they can show you vocabulary. Okay, for example, if they are teaching you, uh, for example, vegetables, they will bring you real vegetables. Okay, uh, into the class, and they show you the object and they tell you, okay, this is what is, for example, this is carrot, and they show you carrot. This is tomatoes, and they show you tomatoes, etc. So they show you objects. Okay, lessons should contain some conversation activities as an opportunity to students to use the target language in real context. So in this approach, the teacher provides students with conversation activities, so that the students uh, have the opportunity to use the target language in real context. So they see these authentic conversation in the target language, and then they learn the language in context. Thank you very much.